My name is Emil. I'm a digital strategist and I answer marketing questions. Today's question is about a new campaign on Google Ads and it's not being profitable. What should we do? This question comes from Big Bro Goblin on Reddit, and this is it. Help me understand what I'm doing wrong. Hey, I'm very new to PPC and paid advertising in general. I've been running a Google Ads campaign for the last 5 days for my e-commerce store. Current stats are 140 clicks, 24% CTR, and 3 conversions. This is actually phenomenal for a new campaign. Don't let anybody tell you anything other than that. I am using an enhanced cost per click, but I feel like I should be switching to another strategy as I don't really know what I'm doing. So this is the core of the question. You can read some more of it, but essentially you've got great CTRs, you're following best practices, and the people who are typing your keyword or searching for what you have, go to your page, bounce off. Totally tracking, I can help you. In this video, what I'm going to cover is how buyers shop online. This is really important to remember in running your Google Ads campaigns. How I optimize landing pages when I have no existing data, I steal. And then a secret for new Google Ads campaigns that I follow through and through every time for myself and my clients all the time. So let's jump into this, but first. Every Sunday, I send out one email that recaps all the marketing questions I answered that week. If you want to stay up to date on best practices, strategies, and become an overall stronger marketer, I think you would really enjoy this recap. It would mean the world to me if you could subscribe to the newsletter and my YouTube channel. Now, back to the answer. The first piece of advice I can give you, and it's because I have access to so many Google Ads accounts that spend small amounts to large amounts and sell products, services, you name it, is how the typical buyer's journey happens and how this is going to affect you. When people are shopping online, the first thing that they do is they go into research mode. So think about your own purchase behavior. You're like, hey, I want to buy X. So you go and you type it into Google. And depending on the type of keywords that you're putting in, it's going to tell you whether you're learning about that product or ready to buy that product. But you're doing the research. Once you're doing the research, you're going to find a few places that carry the product you're looking for. And, you're going to mark those down and say, hey, this one has it for X rate, this one has it for X rate, they have free shipping, this one, you're marking all this down. But you're in your research mode, you're also kind of taking mental notes of places you've seen the product and why you would possibly order for them. And during that, you're researching the vendor. So you're going to look at if there's no reviews on there, if there's no historical data there that you could see, like people posting reviews from months ago, or the fact that there's maybe no video behind the product or something that gives it some trust. If that's not there, people are less likely to buy. They may find exactly what they're looking for on your site, but they may not trust the purchase. And lastly, they're going to buy. I mean, there's a good chance they're going to buy, but it doesn't mean they're going to buy from you. So this is where we want to start talking about what needs to be augmented, right, for performance. First thing is, let's remember time is important. There's a setting in Google Ads called attribution, and attribution will tell you how long somebody took to convert. So you can actually go and look at your attribution model for the 3 conversions and see, did they convert the day that they saw the ad, like immediately, or did they come back the next day? I don't like to make decisions on campaigns, especially when they're getting kick-ass CTR like you're getting and you already have 3 conversions. I don't like making determinations on that in the first 5 days. I think it would be myopic to do so. You should take the time and let thousands of more visitors come to it and go across multiple weeks. There's buying ebbs and flows seasonally. October is a terrible month for a lot of e-com brands, but in November it starts kicking ass. There's also payday cycles. Government employees get paid on the 1st and the 15th. You've got tons of people getting paid bi-weekly. You've got bills due on the 1st, so a lot of people buy mid-month. All of these considerations play into your aggregate data of how sales do. Most companies who've been doing this for a while can tell you, hey, mid-month is great or end of the month is great for me. These months are fantastic. These months are losers. When you start a campaign, you never know where you're going to be on the cycle for your product, so that's very important. Give it time. Time is the magical tool here. Next is retargeting. More often than not, it's like the classic follow-up for sales, right? If you wanna land a lead in the sales world, most people fall apart because they don't do follow-ups. They don't call back. They don't send a follow-up email. They don't do anything to make the interviewer or the potential client remember them. Same goes for e-com brands. If you're running Google Ads shopping campaigns or search campaigns, you should be running retargeted YouTube and Facebook, Instagram campaigns. It goes without saying, it's low cost, but it gets you in front of people at another chance. So if somebody types in, I'm looking for X, lands on your site, views your product, and goes off and doesn't purchase, it's great to shoot them an Instagram ad put it in front of them, or a YouTube ad, giving them insight about your product in a different way. Maybe you could say, hey, you love this product, don't forget we have free shipping and 2-day deliveries, whatever competitive edge you have, or whatever unique selling proposition you have, please retarget with that, and you'll see your sales go up. Also, be the consumer. One of your concerns is, hey, people are bouncing off my page immediately. I see this happen all the time, and this is where you can do Picasso style approach, or a Steve Jobs style approach, where it's good artists borrow, great artists steal. You've got to be the consumer. This is a ruthless world. There's monsters out there competing against you. They're called Amazon. And Amazon's cracked this nut many times over, and so has anybody who competes with Amazon. So being the consumer, what you want to do is you want to look at it from a completely objective standpoint. Find all the people that sell your product, make a list of the top 3 or 5, and then start studying their landing page and their sales offer. Break down your landing page versus theirs. Just break all 5 or 6 down with yours included, and put it in a chart and see where you're missing things that they all have and what you may have that they don't. Because sometimes you're saying too much, and sometimes you're not saying enough. Sometimes you're positioning a product too soon. Sometimes you're positioning it too late. So see what people who are consistently marketing the product, because they've found a cash positive return on investment campaign to run, and they have a destination page that's working for them. Just steal the shit. Do it all day long, because they're going to do it to you. For the consumer, it's trust and value that equals money. This is like not to be overstated. Trust and value. The reason Amazon does so well is because you trust when you purchase on Amazon, it's going to get to you with 2-day delivery, has that Prime, and you're getting the best deal in the neighborhood, right? More often than not, you're getting a great deal on the product. Jeff Bezos once said, and he's true, customers will never be tired of saving money and getting their product fast and having a huge selection. That is absolutely true. They'll never get tired of it. So if your product, if you don't have the trust factor, you have to compensate with the value. And this is my secret that I like to approach when starting new campaigns. First, remember that you're not just buying sales, you're buying data. So buying that data, you want to get to another bidding level. So enhanced CPC, whatever you start off with is not what you're going to stick with. I like enhanced cost per click, but what you should probably be thinking about is what micro conversion can I have, like time on page. So start segmenting audiences, those people that bounce versus people who stay on for 45 to 50 seconds. I seem to be recommending this a lot recently. And start building a model of people who stay on the page and view the product or possibly add to cart, and make sure that you have your retargeting, but you're buying data. Learn which audience segments they're at. Look what affinity and in-market segments that they are. What your CTR is for in-market versus affinity audiences. Start building a comprehensive index of who your client is, and then lose to win. Amazon, for the first 10 years, made no money because they bought data, and they knew this. And if you start a new campaign, you can invest in this. Just lower your price by 10 to 15% over everybody else's and lose money. People hate hearing this, but lose the damn money, man. The moment you start processing those orders, those people are buying from you because the value has trumped the trust portion there. They're going to take a risk with you. That's what you need to do as a new business. You need to be, they need to take a risk that you're going to deliver the product. I just ordered a Squid Games product, or my wife did, for my daughter for Halloween, and we never got it. And it was a risk. We knew it. It had no trust, no historical data, but we took it because we wanted it and the value seemed okay. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. All consumers know this. Mark your product 10 to 15% below everybody, and do this for 50 to 100 products. I mean, if you have the pockets. If you don't, try to shoot for 50, and then at that point, Google, especially if you can do it within 2 to 3 weeks, Google will be like, hey, I know what I need to go find for you. And then you could switch your bidding model from enhanced cost per click to maximize conversion or maximize conversion value, or even ROAS. But you're going to be taking a hit financially as you're developing the model of who, and signals of who's the ideal buyer for you. So I hope this helped. Let me know if you have any questions about it. And as always, good luck, happy marketing, and it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe below. Thank you.